not to get external injuries. So how do we know about how this is inherited? Because of the royal families of Europe. So there's a thing at the bottom of page 174 that we're eventually going to get back to. It's called a pedigree. And this is not like pedigrees for dogs, but it really is kind of like it. What it means is a chart of the family that shows the characteristics of every member of the family. So you can look at that chart and you can see who had hemophilia and who carried it. Okay, the people who had it are all male, and their pedigree in a pedigree, the male is a square. Okay, so you see all the red-colored squares are all men with hemophilia, and the women that carry it, the woman in the pedigree is a circle, and that has to do with the different shape of the body. They think men are squarer than women. So anyway, so a carrier, what the carrier means is the woman has got one of these recessive alleles. So here's a man that's got hemophilia. He's got a lowercase h, the recessive allele. Because he's only got one he got from his mother, but there's a Y. There's nothing to counteract that. He's got no dominant allele. Okay, here's a woman that's a carrier. She's got one normal clotting factor gene and one that causes hemophilia. So she's normal in most ways, but she's carrying that gene to the next generation. And then here's a woman who has both normal genes. That's dominant. Okay, so this one's a carrier. And her son can have it. Okay? So here's some things you can tell when you look at the pedigree. If mostly men have it, and it skips a generation, it's probably X-linked. So you can see that in the pedigree if you just look. Skips a generation. The mama carries it, the child has it. The mama carries it, the son has it, over and over again. Why did this happen in the royal families of Europe? Because they inbred. And you can tell it when you look at their pedigree. There's a bunch of lines that cross each other, and they're parents of children that are first cousins or brothers and sisters of each other. The pharaohs in Egypt did this because they thought they were gods, and they thought that they couldn't marry in with people that were normal people, and so they would have married their brother and sister. They would marry father and daughter, or mother and son. And so there was a lot of inbreeding among the royal family of Egypt also. It wasn't quite that bad in Europe back in those days, but it was pretty bad. Okay, and so anytime you have inbreeding, things that are recessive start showing up because the carriers end up with the people that have it. Okay, so that's just what that's showing. So next time we come back, we're going to talk about color blindness. If you think you might be colorblind, look at the pictures on page 175. We're going to finish out chapter 11, almost maybe. Might not get all the way through it on